guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today is the 7th video in my Learn Lenormand series, or Learning Lenormand series, and this is my second to last video in this. The reason I started creating these videos, not only did I get some subscriber requests on doing more Lenormand or learning Lenormand, but when I created my hashtag, my lovely Lenormands, there were comments from my fellow tarot readers saying that they struggled with a Lenormand because they felt like it was so rigid a system that they wouldn't be able to use their intuition. And we love using our intuition and connecting with our crown chakras and our third eye and our higher selves and all that good stuff. And the reason I want to create this is to show you guys that yes, you can use your intuition. And so I've been trying to show that throughout my past videos. Definitely go check those out. And I will put a link to my very first video down below, which has just all the basic keywords for each of the cards, just so to get you guys off and running. But with Lenormand, I see it as, okay, each of these cards has some keywords, and use your intuition to figure out which keyword fits best. Then you take all those keywords and you put them together and you fill in the missing spaces with sentences that you create. So it's like a reversed Mad Lib. So instead of putting in the words, we have the words, but now we got to add it into sentences. So you guys are creating stories. You guys are the writers. You guys are the readers. You love books. You love to write. A lot of you do. Some of you paint, and you love to communicate and create stories in that fashion. Well, this is just another way to create stories. The Grand Tableau is a huge spread, as you can see, and so this is one that I don't offer on my Etsy shop, but I do offer a 9-card spread because I believe that it's quick, it's to the point, and and with this it's more intimate. I would rather be sitting with the person when I do a Grand Tableau spread, so this is more for my in-person readings. But with this board, this was totally my own kind of creation, and I will put a link also to my DIY Your Own Lenormand board. So I have all 36 cards here in Grand Tableau fashion. You'll notice some people's Grand Tableaus are 9 cards across. I put 8 cards across and 4 cards at the bottom. That's my personal style. Some other readers read that way, some don't. But I see this as like the advice, these 4 cards, advice to the person who's who's asking the question, the querent. I have put little like colorings with each of these. Like some have color in their squares, and that's because some cards do have color associated with them. Some of them have little happy faces, some of them have little exclamation points, meaning like caution, watch out. Happy face means like this is a good card. Question mark means like a little bit of confusion there. I've also put down like location, if you're going to be using Lenormand for location. I also put down like health issues if you're going to be using it for health. And I also put down timing. So like each card means a certain like like event time. Like this means June, this means 3 weeks from now. And I'll do that in my last video, like how to do that for yourself. But here I just want to show you like the basics of the Grand Tableau, so you can maybe do this for yourself at home. And I'll put a link to all the awesome people who've helped me on my Lenormand journey. Kelly from The Truth and Story, Tarot Tribe Beyond Worlds, the Facebook group that I love to learn Lenormand in, the blog spot by Helen Writing that I've learned most of my Lenormand dictionary definitions from. I'll post that all down below, and then yeah, with Lenormand you create your own style, and here we go. So I'm going to be using the Kitsch Lenormand for this, but I'm just going to go ahead and just pull all 36 cards. Let's say, I don't know, I have a question about my life. I'm like, I'm lost. I don't know where to go with my life. So I'm just gonna give these a good shuffle, and then I'm gonna lay them out. So this is massive, so you're probably gonna see me in here. And I'm in my pajamas, by the way. And you lay them out face up when it comes to Lenormand. Okay, so we have all our cards laid out. Okay, so to read, you'd read the top row first. Like, just what is that? What is that saying to you? Cards 1 through 8, then cards 9 through 16, 17 through 24, then 25 through 32. And I'm going to save these 4 cards for last. Okay, then you get kind of a picture like, okay, so what's that saying? Your theme for this reading would be cards number 1 and for here 32. Okay, so 1 and 32, and this is how I read the Grand Tableau. So this is not how everybody reads. And then I would take 8 and 25, and that'll also be part of my theme. Okay, so it would be dog and whip, and then birds and bear. So then I put those together to get my theme for this reading. The message to the person, so the message to me would be cards 33 through 36, and I would read those at the end of the reading. But let's say, you know, this reading is about me, like, oh, I don't know what to do with my life. So I'm going to find the woman card in here, and the woman card is actually right where my finger is. It's in house number 31, which is the sun. Okay, and so that's why I created this board so that when I lay my cards out, I can see kind of like in the house rankings, like where's that card landing on. So the woman landed on the sun spot, the sun house. So then you can read that too. Like, okay, what does that mean then? You know, use your intuition. So the woman in the sun, looks like some awesome things are going on for me right now. And then you read clockwise the cards that are around this woman. So you would have 30, 22, 23, 24, and 32. So I can read it like that. If there were cards at the bottom, I would read it, and you can even section it off and make it a 9-card reading and just like read this first and then go into the rest of the Grand Tableau. So that's what I'm saying. This thing is massive. You literally could sit here for like an hour and like read for yourself just how the cards are laid out. So you would read the cards surrounding the significator, and then, you know, and then you could do like a 9-card reading, you know, how we've done that. And you can look back on my how-to for that 9-card reading. And then you can even section this out, you know, like maybe if I'm looking for a timing, like this is 1 month out, 2 months out, 3 months out, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, you know, you could do it like that. You could do this section is past, this 2 sections are present, these 3 sections are future, and then go down at the bottom. This is past, these 2 sections are present, this is future, vice versa. You guys read it how you want to. And then let's say once I figure out about myself, okay, well, I want to know like about, I don't know, my, will I get married, you know? And so, okay, so I'm going to look at the ring then, and then I'm going to look at all the cards that surround the ring. I might even do a 9-card reading. So you don't have to reshuffle the cards and relay them out. You could just start picking cards, you know, based on extra questions you may have on this. So, which is pretty cool, you know. So it's like, okay, I have a question about just me, and then I have a question about like getting married, and I have a question about going back to school. I could use the book, you know, for knowledge, and just read the cards surrounding it, you know, and then and do a little 9-card reading if you can, and then yeah, and then you have your theme, and yeah, there's all sorts of awesome things. And then at the very end of the reading, then you read those 4 cards there as like an ending advice from your higher self, from your guides, from you. And yeah, so hopefully you guys found this helpful. Also, when you guys are doing like the very last 4 cards down here, always be mindful of what house they're in. So here you have the mountain landed on the house for the key, number 33. The stork, which is movement, landed on card number, or house number 34, which is the fish, like, which means commerce, money. Here you have the cross, burdens, sadness, landed on house number 35, which is the anchor, which is stability, you know, kind of settling down. And then here you have the path card, which is choices and decisions, landed on the cross, which is burdens. So there might be some sort of burden of choice. Yeah, so there's just so much that you can do with the Grand Tableau. It's like totally insane. But hopefully this gives you like a little jumping off point and possibly a little DIY project, you know. And I'm just using, this is poster board that I had left over from when I taught freshmen, and they were doing some presentations, and this was like just leftover poster board from that. And then I just like keep this against the wall behind my sewing machine or my sewing stuff. But yeah, that just makes it easier, you know, when you're like, what house is this on? That way you don't have to memorize numbers or anything, because to tell you the truth, I can't memorize numbers. So yeah, so 1 and 32 would be your theme, 8 and 25 are your themes. You can section it off into past, present, future, however you want to do that. Find your significator, read the cards all around it. You could do a 9-card reading, you know, and you can do bunches of 9-card readings if you want to, you know, start jumping around, picking different significators, you know, if you have like a multi-question question. And yeah, and then down at the bottom you have your 4 advice cards. So yeah, that's the basics of the Grand Tableau, and I hope you guys found this helpful. So if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell for more videos just like this. And head over to my website, www.kittensweightsandtarot.com, if you would like to get a Lenormand reading with me. Plus I have all other sorts of readings as well. And like I said, you know, you can do this however you want. You guys have your own style. This is my style. This is how I read. And, you know, and I take those little keywords like, you know, house, which could mean, you know, home, or where you feel at home, or where family is, or where stability is, you know, and then I kind of pick and choose from those keywords to best fit the narrative that I see being created before me. So yeah, you do get to use your intuition, and if I didn't, I probably would not enjoy Lenormand. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Head over to patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot, where I am creating my own oracle deck, and hopefully in the future I can create a Lenormand deck. That's something that I want to do in the future. Maybe not this year, but maybe like a year or so from now. So yeah, and the wonderful people who support me on Patreon are helping to make those dreams come true and help put those decks out into the world. And they are also helping to make my 5 elements meetup in July possible, making it free to the public. So July 21st through 22nd, we're going to be doing meditations and healings. And if you want more info, you want the itinerary, go to my website, click on events for more info. And that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out!